What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Had to get one earlier in the morning. Excuse me. Still trying to wake and shake, but we're gonna talk about the NBA 1-on-1. Appreciate everybody that's check in. Appreciate everybody that showed love yesterday, man. But we got to get the ball rolling with a live stream today, so I got at least three of them to do. So I got to catch up on hip hop 1-on-1, NBA 1-on-1. That's what we doing now, and then I got to catch up on obviously, do a boxing live stream. So we're gonna be pretty active today. We're gonna talk about the Warriors, still the top dogs. They beat the Rockets last night without Kevin Durant. Um, and people screaming that the Rockets back, the Rockets back. The Rockets top dogs. In my opinion, if the Rockets don't get it done this year, they need to make some changes, especially at the head coaching position. But we're gonna talk about what everybody wanted to talk about a couple of days ago. I'm getting to a Westbrook and the racist fan in Utah. But let's click on the Western Conference real quick, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, you can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Quickest way to get in touch with your boy is email, then Twitter. And other than that, man, check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. And I'm doing giveaways yesterday. I might do them over the weekend. Might do something today. So be on the lookout and watch the videos and listen closely. But yeah, man, let's talk about the Warriors, man. I really don't worry about them. One thing I did notice about the Warriors is that Kevin Durant is not engaged. He's not engaged like he was last year. And maybe it's just the long haul of the season. Maybe they're trying to fit DeMarcus Cousins in. Draymond Green is trying to get back a little bit. He's still atrocious on offense. So one thing I did notice, I know Durant did play yesterday. He injured his ankle. I don't know how bad it was, but it doesn't seem that Kevin Durant is like interested into the team. And maybe it's like I've been through regular seasons the last 10, 12 years. I'm ready for the playoffs to start. Then I turn it up. But it really seemed like Kevin Durant is distancing himself from the team, man. Kevin Durant, when he was out there, he just been going through the motions and shit, man. I really don't think him and Draymond Green is good. Draymond Green signed with Clutch Sports. Could indicate you can go to the Lakers. You'd be the best decision the Warriors made. Draymond Green, people say he's a great defender. I don't see it. I see a good defender, but I don't see a great defender. Is he worth the trouble and making Kevin Durant uncomfortable? No. In my opinion, Kevin Durant is the best player in the world. But he can go down there with LeBron, you know what I'm saying? But Draymond Green took a huge step back this year, offensively too. A huge step back. He used to hit some of them open threes, He used to then dribble the ball off his foot so much, but I really don't see the worth in Draymond Green. I don't see paying Draymond Green $10 million a year. When you talk about great defensive players, Ben Wallace, Hakeem Olajuwon, even Dwight Howard, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. I mean, you can go to Lonzo Mourning. You can go back to Patrick Ewing was a good defender. I mean, I don't see Draymond Green being in that same caliber of players. And people say, "Oh, he's underrated. He's an underrated player." I don't see it. He's a good player, but I don't watch every Warriors game, so maybe people see Draymond Green get his hands dirty when I don't. But a couple years ago, he was pretty good. In the finals when he got kicked off, he was going around chopping and hitting niggas in the nuts. He came back that whole finals. He was pretty good. So I don't know what happened. Did he start working hard? Did life change? Did he lose his mojo? I don't know. But the way he playing now, I'll move Draymond Green. I told you I'd move Draymond Green for Trevor Ariza because Draymond Green gonna want a max contract, and he's not a max contract type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm keeping is Clay and Steph off rip. Then we get the Durant, then we get the DeMarcus Cousins. So I don't know what's going on. Is it a blip or it's a trend for Draymond Green? What's up, Jay Reed? I don't know, which one it is. And we could be jumping the gun because he still got another year on his contract, I guess. But for me, if I feel like, this making Kevin Durant uncomfortable, I would have moved him. Yeah, Boogie balling the hell out. I'm trying to keep Boogie. If Kevin Durant walk, I'm keeping Boogie. Got to. But they should have moved Draymond Green, in my opinion. But hey, if Kevin Durant was walking regardless, yeah, I ain't moving Draymond Green. But I still feel like they could have moved him to Phoenix and got a #1 draft pick. But think about it for a minute. Black Ham TV salute. Fred Jackson salute. They could have moved him. They could have moved him to Phoenix and got in their first round draft pick. Because come on, let's keep it real. Phoenix don't need no more young players. You know what I mean? Phoenix need veterans. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix problem ain't talent because they got Oubre, Mikal Bridges has been doing well, Josh Jackson has been doing well. He another guy. Josh Jackson, he probably need to get off of Phoenix. He probably need to get off Phoenix team, and I'll explain that in a minute. Shout out to Josh Jackson. He from the D, he from Detroit, But they got a good team. They do need point guard help, and if they get Jay Morant, that would be great. But they should have. The Warriors should have moved him to Phoenix. Phoenix could have used Draymond Green. He could have gave them some attitude, a veteran in the locker room. Could have gave them some juice, and could have got Trevor Ariza or Josh Jackson back in the first round pick. That's what I would have did. Kendrick Miller, what's going on? That's what I would have did. But obviously, maybe Kevin Durant. They sat down with Kevin Durant, and he like, I'm leaving anyway. Because when Draymond Green said, you a bitch, I can't say that. You a B, and you a B. We don't need you. We want without you. Leave. Durant sensitive. I was like, okay. But I don't understand why Durant want to go to the Knicks though. If anything, you should go to Brooklyn. They way closer than the Knicks. He go to the Knicks and they don't make the playoffs or something don't happen with them. And he'll move the needle, man. It's going to be open season on him. Even with Kyrie Irving, just kind of get off subject for a minute. Even with Kyrie Irving, it's like he be injured. Kyrie Irving probably never played 82 games. He couldn't even play a full college season. So why would I want to join forces with a dude with durability is terrible. Social skills is terrible. You're going to put a social outcast and Kyrie Irving with a crybaby like a sensitive guy with Kevin Durant. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work at all. Jay Reese, I believe Kevin walks and they ship Green due to the fallout. They've been off ever since. Yeah, Kevin Durant out of there. I don't know why you want to go to the Knicks. Jerome went asked, they about to dismantle that Warrior team. Yup. If Klay Thompson walk, it's really over with. Craig J, what's going on? It's terrible. They should have moved Draymond Green, man. But they probably figured like Kevin Durant ain't gonna be here neither, so we're gonna keep Draymond. But they after Kevin Durant, their #1 priority should be re-signing DeMarcus Cousins. But it's playing out like the Lakers need to play out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need more than KD and Kyrie, And then again, you just got Dennis Smith Jr. too. So you gonna trade Dennis Smith Jr. again? DeAndre Jordan on a 1-year deal. He'll come back. That'd be a nice fit, but he a little bit older. They got Marcus Robinson, excuse me. He's pretty good. Kevin Knox really ain't developed yet, but I think he'd be a pretty good player over there. They'll boost the team up, but they need something else, maybe like a Jimmy Butler. But that's just a recipe with Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant and Kyrie. That's just not gonna work. That's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be funny if the Warriors is left with Draymond Green and Steph Curry and Cousins, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant go elsewhere, and they about to open up that new stadium. They trying to charge way double. They need to retain as many players as possible for that new stadium because they planning on it paying for itself. So, pretty much they should have did anything to make Kevin Durant happy. And one thing that should have made him happy is getting rid of Draymond Green. But then again, you look at the flip side of it. They would have been blaming Kevin Durant for getting the original Warrior threw off the team. You see Kevin Durant sensitive ass got Draymond thrown off the team. Kevin Durant, see how Kevin, yeah, then it would have been a big thing too. So it ain't too much they can do to keep Kevin Durant. If I'm Durant, I'm going to the Clippers, man. Why am I going to the Knicks? James Dolan throwing fans out. James Dolan throwing fans out for telling him the team suck in a nice way. That dude's a piece of shit. One of the worst owners in sports next to the Fords for the Detroit Lions. I don't think the Wizards, man. Nobody likes John Wall. I like the Nets or the Clippers for him. I don't know. If you want to go to New York, go to Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn. You know, they got a nice team. Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, D'Angelo Russell, Kevin Durant. That's cool right there. And if you want to bring Kyrie, they can trade, you know, D'Angelo Russell down to Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? So the shit just don't make no fucking sense, man. The shit just don't make no fucking sense. James Ross, salute. You know, but the Warriors still gonna thug it out though. You know, but you know, if they lose Kevin Durant next year, they very, very vulnerable. Yeah, your hometown give, but nobody want to go play with John Wall, bro. Tell you that right now. And John Wall got that $40 million contract kicking next year. They hate John Wall. You know, you look at the whole situation with Kevin Durant, like, you know, with the Warriors, if they lose Kevin Durant and get Clay and keep Draymond and DeMarcus Cousins, that's cool. You know, they still can be a pretty good team, but you got to remember these dudes going for what? Five finals back to back, right? They going for 5 finals because they played 2 without Kevin Durant, and they got 2 with Kevin Durant. They trying to go for 3 straight right now. You know, and then next year it'll be 4 straight. That's 6 years of deep playoff runs. That's a lot of wear and tear on anybody's body, because your average NBA player probably get off in April. April, Marchish, or April, Mayish. Most of the teams are out, so they get to rehabilitate their body. The Warriors be going deep in playoff runs, deep in May and June, and then their bodies is tired. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, you know, that's why Jordan probably took a 2-season break. You know, you need that break in there to really let your body reheal and mentally reheal, because making deep finals runs ain't no joke, even for Steph Curry. You know, I think they should have put them more on a rest plan this year, but it is what it is, man. But I still think they're the top dog. I think the Warriors got next. I mean, the Nuggets got next up. The Nuggets can do whatever they want. If they can get Anthony Davis to commit to coming to Denver, they can get Anthony Davis and playing with Jokic. Now, but it really ain't gonna matter. You know, with the Lakers, they can get Anthony Davis all they want to, but they gonna need a Kyrie. They gonna need a Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler said he want to go there. Kawhi Leonard said he don't want to go there. They gonna need a third wheel with Anthony Davis. And at this point, you know, at this point, it's like you look at it and you like, man, you know, what can the Lakers do? Because you're going to trade for Davis at least, or wait another summer after next summer, and you like, it's nothing that they really can do. So they got to just hope and wait. You know, so like I said, and for Houston, let's talk about Houston for a minute. I think this is Houston. I think this is Houston. Yeah, I think this is Houston last year, man, to actually get the title before they got to change some things up. Chris Paul getting older. He ain't gonna do nothing but get more injured. And you know, that's my personal opinion on that. He getting older. And this their last window. Mike D'Antoni ain't good before like a season or 2. But you need another coach that can get you to the next level. Everybody looking at what James Harden doing, scoring at an alarming rate. But everybody that was doing what James Harden was doing and scoring at an alarming rate, they didn't win. Remember, Kobe had Smush Parker and them boys. He wasn't winning. Tracy McGrady was doing all that 62-point shit in Orlando. Didn't get out the first round. You can't win like that, especially if you ain't gonna be no defensive team. People say, "Well, what about Jordan?" Well, they all play defense. You know, well, you know, whether it was Ron Harper, Scottie Pippen was one of the best all-around defenders I've seen. Jordan played defense. You know what I'm saying? And the rest, a lot of and Robin when he went over there played D. Horace Grant when he was over there played defense. They played D, and Pippen could score a little bit, and they had shooters. You know, so you know when it was time to go, Jordan would be able to go and get buckets. But for the Rockets, they try to play D, and when they lock in, they pretty good. You know. When they lock in, they pretty good, but I just, I'm just like, it's like they last window with D'Antoni. Is like he can never get over the hump because he can never make that adjustment to half court basketball in the playoffs. Even with Steve Nash, it was pick and roll and nothing. They had no motion in their offense, and they had Joe Johnson. They had 1 year they had Tim Thomas shooting lights out, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire in his prime, and then he don't believe in going more than two players off his bench. So he playing 7 players all season. All season he playing 7 players. So you expect James Harden to be tired. He playing 7. He only going 2 deep in his bench. He don't believe in going 3 or 4 or 5 deep in the season. In playoffs, that's cool. You can go 2 deep. But, like I said before, he ain't no good coach. I've been saying that. You playing isolation at the top of the key and doing a pick and roll, they ain't going to win you no championship. And you can't play half-court offense. When NBA playoffs, is slow down. Mike James 616 salute. It slowed down in the playoffs, so you got to make those adjustments. How about putting Harden off the ball and bringing him off some screens so he can catch his shoot so he can't go against triple and double teams? It's so many different ways to run offense, but hey, at the end of the day, a lot of teams don't run offenses no more. A lot of teams is basically ISO, pick and roll, and you got to blame that on the coaches, man. The coaches are not running offense no more. Especially, Luke Walton trying to run offense, but LeBron won't let him. Warriors got great ball movement on offense, but when they don't run their offense, they stagnant, they suck too. And that's the difference between them old teams and these teams. Them old Laker teams knew what they wanted to run. Old Portland knew what they wanted to run. Sacramento had a good offense with their big guys facilitating and Mike Bibby facilitating. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the bad boy Pistons had good offense. Laker team, they know they wanted to get up and down the floor, but when it was half court offense, and we could throw it to Akeem. And we can run the offense through Akeem, or we can run it through Magic, So it's just, Mike D'Antoni just, it's insanity. He going to ride it till the reels fall off. He going to bump his head into the wall no matter what. That's what he going to do. What they doing outside? I don't know what they doing. But he going to ride the wheels till it fall off. He going to keep bumping his head into the same wall. And he expect that's gonna change, but like I said before in this clip up, I still like the Warriors to be top dog, but I think next up, it depending on how they playoff go, is gonna be Denver next year, especially if they lose Kevin Durant. I think Denver gonna run the West for a while. Despite what any other team can do, it's gonna be Denver. And I think Phoenix might make a jump next year. I think Sacramento will continue to jump up. I think they need to get a couple veterans, but I really like what the Denver going. If they get out the first round, I'm pretty sure Denver is going to probably kind of move to be, the Warriors' biggest rival, and may take over after them, man. Especially if they can get some more veterans over there and wheel and deal a bit. It depends on the experience they get in the playoffs this year, but that team is loaded, man. And they got a good coach. Mike Malone is a good coach, man. They got plenty of shit. They got plenty of players over there. They got backups with backups. Denver is going to be next up. I'm telling you, man. Once y'all see Michael Porter Jr. play, he get healthy this offseason, they're going to be a problem. They got too much talent. And they can make a move and get anybody they want to. If they really wanted to try out Anthony Davis for a year, they easily get Anthony Davis. You talking about Beasley, Craig off the bench, Morris. They still got Millsap. They still got Porter. Isaiah Thomas still getting healthy. They got Jokic. They got Gary. They got Will Barton. They got players on top of players, man. And they got a good coach. So Jamal Murray. So, what's up, Mar Boogie? Salute. So they got all them players, man. They can make anything happen. They want to bring a veteran in, they could. If the Lakers decide to trade LeBron, we talk about that in a minute. Well, shit, why not bring him to Denver? LeBron ain't gonna want to be in Denver though. But Denver a dope spot though. Denver super dope. A lot of niggas don't know Denver underrated. And you can smoke that weed. I put Sacramento Denver. No, you crazy as fuck. Sacramento not even the playoffs. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Sacramento don't even have half the talent, bro. And they got a dumbass coach. That's why they in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento ain't nowhere near Denver. Ain't Denver like in the number 2 or 3 seed? Are you crazy? Sacramento not even in the playoffs. They got the best player between the two teams in Jokic. Let me double check. I don't think them niggas even in the playoffs. Yeah, they're not even in the playoffs. Denver's still number 2. What are you talking about? Right now, they play the Jazz Nuggets. Right now, the Kings be at home. Sacramento not right behind Denver. What are you talking about? They out the playoffs. 33-3 to 44-22. They out the playoffs. They behind the Clippers without Tobias Harris. Are you crazy? They fighting with the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Crazy as hell, man. Sacramento talent is nowhere near Denver. Are you stupid? No, it's not. It's not even close. It's not even close, especially when they get Michael Porter back. Do you understand how deep the Denver Nuggets is? Morris and Beasley can start on the team, bro. They can start on a lot of teams. Then you got Craig coming off the bench. Then you got Gary Harris. You got Will Barton who could drop 40 at any given time. You got Jamal Murray who can drop 40 at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Then Michael Porter eventually come back. Then you still got old ass Paul Millsap getting buckets. Then you got Trey Lyles off the bench. Then you got Jokic who could drop a triple double at any given time. Boy, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. It's an 11-game difference in the loss column between the two. You crazy, bro. I watch Sacramento Kings. I'm telling you, bro. But that coach cannot coach. I watch them. He can't coach. He's just not starting to get a rotation. Willie Cauley-Stein, he can't fuck with Jokic. And old boy, what's the old boy name from Duke? Little nigga that's from Duke. Marvin Bagley, he's straight, but he ain't gonna be fucking with Michael Porter. I tell you that right now. Michael Porter way better than him if he get his back together. Then you go to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield straight. Buddy Hield nice. Bojanovic, he nice. You know? When you start talking about their bench, who coming off the bench? Who coming off the bench for them? Harrison Barnes, he ain't shit. Belichaka, whatever his name, he all right. Alex Burke, he all right. Yogi Ferrell, he ain't shit. Harry Giles, he ain't never healthy. Shit, they just lost to the Wizards. You talking to me? The Wizards? You talking about the Wizards? What you talking about? They got Miles Plumlee too coming off the bench getting it. And Trey Lyles coming off the bench getting it. When he get back, they got big people. You crazy, man. I motherfuckers don't watch. They talking about the Sacramento Queens. Motherfuckers, they can't fuck with the motherfucking Nuggets, man. Crazy as hell. They gonna need a lot more. They gonna need a lot more than that. Nuggets got another big man. They got Millsap, Trey Lyles, and Plumlee. What you talking about, dog? And then when Michael Porter get back, put some weight on, he's 6'10". So what are we really talking about? Come on, man. Sacramento not right there in depth, man. Did you just hear me name off their bench, bro? Just hear the niggas off their bench. Even when Bagley get back. Harrison Barnes is garbage, bro. Bojanovic, he's straight, but he ain't coming off the bench no more. But let's say he coming off the bench. He all right, but he ain't nothing to say, oh, man, he dope, man. Nah, fuck up out of here. How you going to tell me a team? How you going to tell me a team that's not even in the playoffs, bro, that's behind the Clippers, dog, is better than the team that's number 2 in the West? You can't tell me that. You can't resell me that, bro. You can't resell me that, dog. A team that just lost to the Wizards with no John Wall. How you going to tell me that? That's all I'm saying. How you going to tell me that, bro? The Clippers, man, you should be beating the Clippers. They ain't got no Tobias Harris. They got Lou Williams. And old boy ain't doing shit from Kentucky. Gillisley Alexander. The Clippers not nice. Clippers getting smashed on the playoffs. So was Denver young? What are you talking about? Jamal Murray young as hell. When he come on when he was 19? Jokic ain't no old nigga neither. And remember, at one point, they had Jokic and Nurkic. Traded Nurkic ass to Trailblazers. Gary Harris ain't that old neither. Will Bart might be up there. Paul Millsap a little older, but Trey Lyles not old. Morris, Craig, Beasley not old. That team go 12 deep legitimately. I mean, people don't even got centers no more, bro. What are you talking about? Plumlee is a center. What are you talking about? Plumlee was starting for Brooklyn, wasn't he? At one point in time. Some teams don't even got one center, bro. Some teams don't even got one center. They got two. Y'all crazy as hell, Sacramento Queens. This motherfucker got a long way to go, bro. What you think Buddy Hield been in the league for, bro? What you think Bojanovic been in the league for, bro? What you think? How long you think Bojanovic been in the league, my bro? How long you think he been there? Willie Cauley-Stein, how long he been there? I believe he came out with Murray or right around that time. What you talking about? Harrison Barnes, old as shit. The small forward, Bellinger, he been around the league in a minute. That team ain't that fucking young. They got some motherfuckers that been around a minute. But third year, okay, Murray ain't been there too much longer. What are you talking about? You act like Jamal Murray been in the league for 10 years. What about Willie Cauley-Stein? He been in the league for a minute because his contract up this year. His contract up this year. So come on, bro. That team ain't that young, but he'll been in the league for a minute, bro. Yeah, he been in there for 3. This is third year, Jamal Murray, bro. He ain't that old, buddy. He'll been in the league for a minute. That team ain't that fucking young. Hold on. Yeah, Bojanovic older than Murray. What are you talking about? He's 26. He might be older than Gary Harris. He's 26. He been in the league 1 less year than Jamal Murray. So all that excuse shit that don't matter, man. That team ain't that young, dog. Gary Harris 24. Bojanovic 27. So come on, man. Come on, man. You're not gonna win that argument, dog. You're not gonna win that argument. It is what it is, man. But you ain't gonna win that one. You're gonna try to tell me the Kings are a better team, but they out the playoffs and the Nuggets the second seed. You out your mind. Talking about they stupid young. Man, fuck up out of here. Only dude young over there for real is De'Aaron Fox and Marvin. Other than that, the rest of them niggas is, either injury prone like Gary Giles, or they old like fucking Harrison Barnes and still can't make the playoffs. Mr. Harrison Barnes, who went 0 for 50 in the finals, man, the Golden State got rid of his ass. They not in the same position as us, Denver. How can you be in the same position? You're not in the playoffs. How is you in the same position and you're not in the playoffs, dog? Explain that to me. Appreciate it, Will Strong. How are you in the same position? You haven't made the playoffs. How? Somebody explain that to me. How is Sacramento and Denver the same team? They're not gonna make the playoffs. So how are we the same team? We're not the same team. Number 2 seed, number 9 seed. It's only 8 teams that get in. Potential get you fired. We ain't talking about people. We talking about the here and now. We got one team that's young, and that's in the second seed. We got another team that's young, that's in the 9th seed. Don't matter. They ain't there. Sacramento ain't there. Sacramento been collecting talent for years. Ain't done shit. Hey, like I said before, they could be the 9th seed. All I'm saying is Sacramento ain't done shit. We ain't talking about last year. We're talking about right now. They ain't in the playoffs. They ain't there. So you can argue all you want to. They ain't there. They ain't there. We talking about the number 2 seed. How can we compare a 2 seed to a 9 seed? Them niggas is not the same. Sacramento with that core may not never be a 2 seed in the West. They may never be a 2 seed in the West. Never. So how can we compare that? Especially when you got contracts like Willie Cauley-Stein coming up. Eventually, eventually Buddy Hield contract coming up. It ain't no guarantee that he might stay. And then Harrison Barnes probably contract be up in a year or two too. So it ain't no guarantee. Who want to come to Sacramento if those guys walk away? Nobody. Ain't nobody going to Sacramento, bro. Superstars want to play in Miami, New York. You know, these niggas want to play in Miami, New York, all them shit. So if they retain them, they got a good chance of being a good team, better than Timberwolves. They retain Hill and the rest of them, but ain't nobody want to go to Sacramento, bro. All these young niggas want to do is ball in fucking Miami. They want to ball in New York, or they want to ball in LA. Like, damn, nigga, like it's other teams out there, it's other nice cities, but they say it's the titty bar culture, man. Let's talk about Westbrook though, man. Yeah, with the racist fan, man. I knew when he was even before they had unveiled his history. You know, even though before they unveiled his history about his tweets, I mean, and I seen him talk, I knew he was lying, bro. You know, I knew he was lying. You know, I knew exactly he was lying, man. You know, I just told him to put some ice, some heat on his knees. No, you lying, bro. And the NBA gonna find Westbrook. Man, fuck up out of here. If I'm Westbrook, man, fuck that. I ain't paying y'all shit. Now, at the end of the day, man, it keep happening. It happened to him before. It happened to Montrezl Harrell before. All these white people getting comfortable because of Donald Trump, and they want to call them motherfuckers monkeys and get on your knees like you used to and go back to your country, go back to Africa. Nah, man. Them grounds to get your ass whooped, even in the NBA game. Now, if Westbrook went up there and beat the hell out of them, they still trying to make the Westbrook. They still trying to make Westbrook the villain. How am I the villain? You see how the media switch it? Oh, you know, Westbrook shouldn't have put his fuck that. You get your ass whooped too. You say some shit like that. They act like players ain't supposed to go out there and dribble and shut up. Nah, man. Real talk. This some shit LeBron. You know, this some shit that LeBron should really speak on, bro. He said, dude trying to suing Westbrook behind that boy. Man, I've been whooped his ass. I give something to sue about. In Utah should lose their team. Talking about they handing out cards. Bruh, you out here being racist, dog. Like, dog, man, take me. I'm not playing in Utah, bruh. Utah need to lose their team because they had racial history going back when Michael Jordan was coming there. Nobody got time for that. And niggas ain't like Jordan. You know, people, man, ain't nobody grew up like Jordan. See, Jordan don't care. You know, Jordan don't believe that he black. Him and Oprah like that, bro. Like, he don't have all Jordan see is green. You know? All Jordan see is green. Jordan don't care about color. Jordan ain't gonna mess up his money. But everybody ain't like that. Some people got self-respect. Some people was conscious about shit like that. And there's certain things you ain't gonna say there's certain things you ain't gonna say to me. Real talk. It's certain things that you ain't gonna say to me. I'll guarantee you that. Because we're gonna rumble in the jungle. But they're gonna try to make Westbrook the villain. Oh, he shouldn't have. Like, man, man, real talk, man. Real talk, man. You know, you just need to turn off the TV at some point, man. Watch the games, watch the shows you like, and just don't listen to the media. Because the media always trying to misconstrue shit and make it seem like the black man did it. Look at all this shit. People say, you know, there's one girl on my Facebook trying to say, oh, yeah, we just holding R. Kelly accountable. You know, hold somebody accountable is not, you know, picking on them. I say, you a lost little dumb hoe. You just lost. Like, why they ain't hold Elvis accountable? Why they ain't hold Harvey Weinstein accountable? Why they ain't hold Mark Wahlberg accountable for being racist to fourth graders and beating up a Vietnamese man and losing his eye? Why are black people only being held accountable? Why is only Bill Cosby or dead Michael Jackson being accountable when you got people that's alive that should be accountable? Why are we the only ones that's being held accountable in media, though? You don't hear nothing about that Robert Kraft shit like that, man. Where that Robert Kraft tape at? TMZ, if that was Michael Jordan or if that was LeBron James or that was Bob Johnson, who used to own the Bobcats, used to own BET, if that was one of them, any black prominent Puffy, they would have had that tape. They would have had that tape. All of a sudden, they ain't gonna get the tape. Kurt Sugar, what's going on? All of a sudden, they can't get the tape. I'm telling y'all, you see how they try to misconstrue it and misconstrue it and make Westbrook the enemy, the bad guy. Man, fuck that, man. If I'm Westbrook, if I whooped his ass and I lost my career and my money was right, I wouldn't give a shit no more. Because NBA ain't trying to do shit. You gonna find me $25,000? Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here. Then you got kids, white kids hitting me too. You got white people saying I'm coming through the tunnel saying something too. When they gonna protect the players, man? When they gonna protect the players? Craig just said J. Lulu was married his 14-year-old cousin. Come on, man. When the media gonna put that shit in there? But we already know why they do that shit in the media, man. You know, and that's why this YouTube shit is very important for y'all to support us on YouTube, man. Because this is where black media lies at. This is where we gonna expose some clowns at, man. And then, it ain't even like the white people be the first ones to jump on R. Kelly. It's own brothers and sisters jumping on R. Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying? It's own brothers and sisters, like Mike Tyson and Lil Bootsy and Oprah jumping on Michael Jackson dead grave. You got the audacity to say, oh, Mike was my friend. And don't no friend do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James need to speak up about this shit. Him and Chris Paul, the NBA Players Association president, that's Chris Paul. They need to get something done about this, man. At the end of the day, he ain't the only person saying racist shit to. Utah is known for bigotry, man. Utah is known for bigotry. Known for bigotry. So shouldn't they deserve to lose their team? Shouldn't Seattle deserve to get their team back? Real talk. And we talking about over since the 97, 98 finals, 96, 97 finals, whatever it was in Jordan. We going back that long. Imagine going back to the 80s, man. That shit crazy. And we understand that the majority of the NBA crowd is white people. Yeah, because y'all overpriced them tickets too damn fucking high. You got 82 games. I can go to a baseball game in Detroit and get behind the catcher for a little bit of nothing. But you want me to go and pay $10,000 for a seat to the finals and shit? Of course, my black ass not gonna be there. And then you gonna overprice me for a shot of Hennessy, $30. Man, fuck up out of here, man. They designed that shit for white people to roll there, man. They designed it for it to be a white atmosphere. I'm telling you that, man. They do that to keep the niggas out the arena, man. And that's by design. We ain't gonna be just sitting there. And he lucky it wasn't no black people sitting by him, man. Because he wouldn't have said that shit next to me. I'd have took one for the team and broke his shit right in front of everybody. I'd have broke his shit right there, dog. Real talk. I'd have did Westbrook a solid and broke his fucking jaw right there. And I would have knocked his wife out. Fuck up out of here. You don't be going around saying no shit like that. She wouldn't have said that shit in Atlanta. Or he wouldn't have said that shit in Atlanta. He wouldn't have. They wouldn't have said that in Atlanta. I promise you. We're at a Hawks game where it's predominantly black, they wouldn't have had the balls to say that. They wouldn't have had the balls to walk up in the arena. If the NBA has a problem with Utah, if I'm a superstar, I'm not going to play in Utah until they fix that problem. But black athletes is not going to do that. Exactly. I wouldn't have went back to Utah. Man, I'm not going to Utah if I'm Westbrook. None of them. I'm sitting out. I'll meet y'all in the next city. We're not playing in Utah no more because he ain't the only one having a problem in Utah. NFL players, they ain't gonna do. Them the last dudes gonna do something. Hockey players, they'll stop being racist in hockey before NFL players do stuff. Tell you that right now, and that's hockey problem. Not only the lockout with hockey, but black people like watching hockey. A ton of black people, but it's a lot of bigotry going on in hockey, and they just surviving off the white dollar right now. Now I don't know the Albert Bella story. You talking about I had to look him up. But that's why a lot of white people and that's why hockey not doing as good as it can, because it don't have a multicultural. It's about predominantly white, Canadian, white American, Russian sport. And you see a sport on the white that's based off the white dollar, it ain't surviving because they don't have the blacks, the Mexicans, none of them dollars in there. NBA got all types of fans. It's a multicultural sport. So it's NFL. NFL built itself into a multicultural sport. It done that itself. It wasn't by design. It just so happened that people took to the NFL. In the 90s, nobody cared about the NFL. It was all about Mike and hockey, and baseball and shit like that. That's when the NFL, nobody cared about the NFL. But, you did have the Cowboys coming in and it started to get great. But right in the early 2000s, somehow football took off. Vic helped to take off. They don't give Vic no credit. Peyton Brady eventually helped it pop off. I think it really was the inception of the black quarterback that helped it pop off. I don't think the NFL would be where it is without the black quarterback. That's when you start seeing. That's when you start seeing Vic Culpepper pop up. You start seeing these other guys pop up, and they start becoming the face of the NFL. As much credit as they want to, if they want to give the Peyton and Tom Brady, then it was the inception of the black quarterback. that really took the NFL to new heights. That's what it was, man. Michael Vick deserved a ton of credit for what he did for the NFL. They're not gonna give him a credit. They're not gonna, etch him in stone in the NFL, but he had a lot to do with popularizing the NFL, man. A ton to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, hockey dope to see. Like I've been in the hockey game live, Viper game. I believe I've been to a Red Wing game too. Back in the days when I was in school, we used to get the tickets out. But yeah, well, they're trying to make Westbrook the enemy and shit. No, man, fuck up out of here. You talking all that shit, man. Fuck up out of here. And then your whole Twitter handle is a fill of racist stuff. Talking about whatever he was saying about Westbrook on his Twitter handle. I think baseball just don't appeal to black people, man. Even though it's cheap to play, get a stick and hit a ball, it just don't appeal to blacks because they don't promote it in the hood no more. Everything is a basketball rim or football. All you need is basketball and walk on the street and play it. They got baseball diamonds here and there, but they don't upkeep them in the city of Detroit. But the thing about baseball is that the parents need to push their kid with NFL safety hazards. If more black parents push their kids towards baseball, we'd dominate that too. Just like the Spanish players dominate. They black too anyway. Them dudes from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. But ended off talking about trade LeBron. If I'm the Lakers, they ended off with talking about LeBron. If I'm the Lakers, bro, I believe LeBron got no trade clause, but it just makes no sense to trade LeBron James. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got him. The damage is done. I think those players' morale is already shot. You know what I'm saying? I think those players' morale is already shot. And at the end of the day, it's the point where you're going to trade. Lonzo, and Ingram because they done. You know what I'm saying? They already confidence already messed up. Even if you get rid of LeBron, it ain't gonna be the same. It's at the point where you're gonna have to get rid of. It's at the point we gotta get rid of homeboy, Luke Walton. You guys just start over and build around LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You did so much to get LeBron there. If LeBron leave and still nobody come there as a free agent, you in the same position you was before LeBron got there. So you got to make a jump with LeBron. Magic got to sit there and sweet talk Kevin Durant. He got to sit there, and it would have been a huge gift for them. It would have been a huge gift for them if they would have got Paul George. We wouldn't even be having that conversation. I'm not sure Paul George would have meshed with I'm not sure Paul George would have meshed with LeBron like he doing with Westbrook right now. But shit, man, they need somebody, man. They gonna have to sit there and make some trades. But I wouldn't trade LeBron. He did too much to get him. And then again, if he leave, who gonna come back to? If LeBron leave, you trade LeBron. Who gonna come to New York after LeBron James? They don't want to play with LeBron, but then again, you got one guy that do want to play with him, Anthony Davis. And then you could trade your assets and bring somebody else there. That's what it's going to have to be. That's what it's have to be. So I'm looking at it at like, okay, if I'm Magic Johnson, I'm gonna go ahead and trade for Anthony Davis, or I have to wait for him. Well, I know we getting him, and I'm trying to get Kevin Durant. Probably not Jimmy Butler because his attitude too fucked up. Him and LeBron probably be fighting in the locker room. But I'm trying to get that third wheel. In the worst case scenario, I might have to move for Kevin Love to bring him back with LeBron, but I don't think that's gonna work. But Kevin Love might play better closer to LA. I don't think Klay Thompson is cool. That's a good fit. Klay Thompson, LeBron, and AD. And if you can keep Kuzma, that'll work. But I'm looking at it as, and I'll give you another trade scenario. Orlando like Lonzo Ball. How about you do Lonzo Ball for Vujovic? Vujovic is a perfect big man to go with LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? And Vujovic and Anthony Davis can play together because they can stretch the floor, and Davis can defend. And then if you could bring in another guard in there, you could be good. But we'll see. At the end of the day, Kevin Love can play. Kevin Love just taking this year off because that nigga Cleveland ain't got shit. They trying to tank. But with Kevin Love on, him and AD can play together because Kevin Love can stretch the floor. Anthony Davis, you bring in a Kyrie Irving or another guard, that's dope, But right now, they ain't got enough shooting. So that's why I say Vujovic, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, you need shooting and familiarity with LeBron. So I'm telling you, Vujovic will fit perfect with LeBron James. Perfect. Stretch the floor, take you off the dribble. He can play with Anthony Davis. He can play with Klay Thompson. He can play with LeBron James. That's a perfect fit, right? And he's young enough. He's young enough. So LeBron and them, that's a great option for them. But we'll see where they, how they put it down with them. Y'all got any questions? I answer a couple questions before I roll out of here. Happy I got this done in the morning, so I ain't got to worry about it later tonight. I don't know what the fuck they doing outside. See? All right, no questions. I'll wait. Bro, you need a contract. Your knowledge is ESPN. What's ESPN contract me? Come on, ESPN. Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money. Zion, I like Ja Morant. I like Ja. I don't think Zion gonna translate to the league. I don't think Zion gonna transfer to the league. I think he'll be good, but I just think the weight eventually gonna be a problem for him. Boring. My birthday was boring. I ain't do shit to make videos. I celebrate this weekend though. I'm going hotel, watch the Spence fight at the bar. I'm going out to probably Texas D Brazil. I'm going to the Pistons game on Sunday, so it's good. It's gonna be good though. So I'm getting these videos out the way now. Zion cannot shoot. I don't think that. I think his jumper good enough to develop a jumper. I think he's good enough to develop a jumper. My personal opinion. I'm not worried about his jumper. He'll be good. 30. Spencer Bud. I think it's right down the middle. I really don't know no more. I was huge on Bud at first. I'm huge on Spencer. I think that's down the middle. If Brian was in the East, they'd win the 8th seed. No, he'd be higher than the 8th. Well, with Kevin Love out all year, you might be right. You might be right. Do you watch the Game of Thrones? Could think of basketball. No, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I'm gonna start watching. I'm gonna binge watch it when it's over with. I never got a chance to watch. I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm getting some Patron. Tank versus Farmer. I'm logging off on that one. Death match. Tank. I think 704 Joe said he's going to the I don't know if it's open to the public. Yeah, it should be open to the public, bro. Sometimes they charge when Floyd Mayweather Canelo did it, they charged for a donation. But I believe it is. I'm not sure. You gotta ask him. Ask World Breaker Fight. He was down there yesterday, but it should be open to the public. I thought you was talking about the Farmer and Juno Carroll fight. You was going to the weigh-in. That for weigh-in today. Farmer and Juno Carroll and Errol Spence and homeboy Mikey tomorrow. That shit Friday. I believe today Thursday, right? Yeah, Mikey and Earl tomorrow. Should the New York Giants tank this year? Rosen is ass, and I'm not sold on Haskins. I like Rosen. Rosen not bad, bro. You talking about Josh Rosen from the Cardinals? He not bad. Ain't had no offensive line. That boy can play. Haskins, I understand we're not being sold on Haskins, but I'm telling you, go look at Tyree Jackson, bro. Go look at Tyree Jackson from Buffalo. That motherfucking bad. He might need a year or two to develop, though. But it's funny how they traded all them dudes for Eli. I'm going to do a video on that, bro. I'm going to do a video on that. You inspired me. You would bubble if you gave a fight party. Oh, not at my house. Not at my house. Miles ain't going to like that, huh? Miles be barking all night, biting niggas and shit. How much for the tickets for the Crawford Khan fight? I'm not sure. Let me go check. I can check real quick. I was watching this documentary on Info Minds. It's called hold on, I'll tell you what it's called. Somebody just watched it. It's called Goons of the Industry, episode 9. Miss T, that shit was good as fuck, bro. Info Minds That's one of my favorite YouTube channels, man. Info Minds, dog, and Al Prophet, man, they be having some dope ass fucking hood documentaries, bro. Like, go check that shit out, man. It was an hour and 22 minutes. It's hard to get me to sit down for an hour and 22 minutes, bro, to watch anything these days, dog. But, bro, when I tell you that documentary, bro, that documentary was the shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That documentary was one of the best documentaries I seen, bro. For real. That shit was dope, man. She had so many stories, man. There's a lot of fucking tickets left. Oh, it's a resale ticket. No, it's a lot of tickets. It started off at $78. $81. So, yup. Yeah, hold on. Yep, $81 to get in the building, bro. Yep. It's a ton of tickets left. Ain't no tickets moved for this fight, my brother. All these things ain't no man. This fight doing bad, bro. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description, bro. Give me a minute. That fight ain't moving at all, bro. You talking about the Joshua tickets, man. And that fight about a month out. That fight about a month out. Here go the channel right here, but this is the video that I watched last night, man. That shit good as fuck, bro. Yeah. Top Rank should be cheap, bro. What you think of New York trading OBJ? Stupid, but I understand. He was a hit. They wanted to protect Eli. I'm gonna do a video on that, bro. I put the link in the description, bro. I put the link in the description for the channel. So, yup. That shit, man. They got the story about who was the preacher crew kidnapped Bobby Brown, and Whitney had to bring down like 500,000 to get him out because he owed them for cocaine. Shit was blood. Well, shit, this man, it looked like ain't no love for him in New York. Should have fought in Omaha. You know, but let me log off, man. I gotta go live from my other channel, man. So let me log off. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back with some more boxing and hip hop 101. So y'all be on the lookout, man. I'm gonna step it up today, man, with the live stream. So, and I might give away something today. So be on the lookout. We gone.